I secretly became her competitor on the business that she was in.
That's drama.
That's drama. We'll leave that for another episode. But the point is, all right, so side topic, just to kind of like discuss about the relationship that Sandy and I have when it comes to business. I would say that, or mutually, we could both say that we have history of being independent business owners, that we've worked together. But in this particular instance, Sandy with her business and myself with my agency, it's almost like we've become business power couples to a certain extent. Because Sandy has her business with the candles and the startup journey as to how that goes. That's something that eventually I also want to feature you on my channel as well, where it's how does someone that's just straight startup start from, bootstrapping their business and then taking it to the next level slowly. So one of the good things is that I give Sandy her space to do her business. So when she does everything related to the candles, like, I don't get in the way. Like, just do what you got to do. And if you need me for something, then I'll be there to help. Now, of course, when it comes to selling the products and on Shopify versus Etsy and all that good stuff, together I give her my professional opinion on the pros and cons. And diversification, getting your products out in multi-platforms, multi-channels. And then, we talk about finance, we talk about, you get your first sales, putting it back into the business, things like that. So I think that together, without stepping on each other's toes, I think that's probably the most important part. Because, there's like relationships that the guy or the husband or the boyfriend, once he sees you very successful, all of a sudden he wants to be your manager. He wants to kind of like take over the business. And that's something that I don't do with Sandy. I let her do what she does, and you know what I mean?
I'll ask him for his opinion. He gives me his opinion. He's very honest. He knows, just like with me, I don't give him the wife answer, oh, I love you, so let me not hurt your feelings. And sometimes I don't agree with something, an idea that he has, I will tell him. I feel that, he's my best friend. So, and I'm his best friend, and we have to be honest with each other, even if we don't agree, because we don't like to see each other fail. So he definitely gives me my space, and there's times where he's like, oh, I don't like that idea, and I'm like, well, respectfully, I feel I have this hunch that it's gonna take off, and that has happened with YouTube video topics.
Yeah, like, okay, so let me explain. All right, so I guess I'm very analytical, and of course,
and it's not a bad thing.
No, because everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, right? And with relationships, it's all about complementing each other, right? There's been some ideas that Sandy will just come out of the blue. And I'll challenge her. I'll be like, well, what makes you think that there's people even wanting to see that? Where's the data?
He says exactly that.
Right. I'm like, where's the demand, right? Because it's all about the algorithm and all that stuff. And so I'll do this. I have these tools to do the searches and all this type of stuff. And then next thing you know, there's like nothing. Here comes Sandy, pops it, #1 video. Everyone's watching it. And I'm like, man, if I were to do something like that, 0 views for me. So I think that, that's the good thing about YouTube, that YouTube, everybody has their own space. Everybody has their own different type of audience. What works for you may not work for me, and then vice versa.
At the end of the day, it's also our personalities. You can't copy a personality. If you guys come back to watch me, and I've seen this in different messages, and you guys are so sweet. Oh, girl, I could go out and have a drink with you, and you make me laugh. You're so funny. Or, I like how you explain things. Whatever it is, it makes me feel amazing, and it makes me want to continue making the videos. And I have him to thank for that, because he's the one that's been pushing me. I sometimes go a week, 2 weeks, and I don't want to make another video because I'm so busy, or I'm just like camera shy all over again and feeling subconscious. It's like so many things, guys, especially with my anxiety. And he's like, come on, you have to get monetized.
No, I don't say that. You know, what I say is, wow, you have to get monetized. What I say is I'm like, look, your fans are reacting. Your fans are immediately posting comments. They're demolishing the like button. They're not pressing it. They're like, boom, you know? And I guess what I tell Sandy is like, don't keep them waiting, right? Because they really like your content. They want to see you. We're trying to improve. And I want to put myself on this too, because you'll check out my channel, Resolutions Design, and you'll see that it's almost the same thing. We have to improve ourselves mutually on consistency. We need to come up with a schedule where we're like, okay, we're going to pop videos Mondays and Fridays, or whichever day that, you know, you guys want to see the most, right? And we have to stick to it, because if we don't stick to it, then we're just all out of random, you know, then it's like, I'll see you when I see you. I mean, or the opposite. It creates the anticipation that when you finally throw a video out, everybody's like, oh, finally.
In all honesty, there's been times where I just don't want to do it anymore. But what's kept me going and at times gives me that push that sometimes I need is when I get a DM, an email, a comment saying, oh my God, you know, I've made a video about this in the past of how much you've impacted me or how much I love your videos. You know, it's so easy to understand. You're so sweet. Thank you for all your help. And that is what fuels me to, here we are making another video, and now a very random one. Never in my life did I think we were gonna end up making a video.
Yeah, because we talked about this before.
Yeah, the thing is that we don't like to be like the, you know, like those Instagram couples that, you know, are trying to make you laugh and stuff like that, or pull up this big show. It's
flashy.
I never wanted to be one of those couples like that. That's why I was always very like reluctant to do it. But I think that we feel that we're authentic enough, not trying to be that next influencer couple. No, it's just that we both mutually love helping people. He's very passionate about what he does. Sometimes it makes me upset that he goes so far and beyond for his clients. But that's who he is, and it comes out naturally. He's not forcing it. It's just how he is, and I admire that about him. And it's a quality that I learn a lot from, you know. And then me, I love helping people. I've never been the teacher, but what I do love is helping people feel better about themselves, feel better about the life they're living, being optimistic. I like making somebody else's day better. I like making people laugh and smile. So we like to help people in different ways, but at the end of the day, we still have that in common.
Let me tell you why I love my wife.
Oh.
All right, so not to make this story too long, right? One of the most beautiful things that when I met you, I should get the violin thing. Should I crack the bottle?
You should just take out some Romeo and stuff in the background.
So what happened was, one of the most beautiful qualities is that, you know, you're a go-getter, right? And you're ambitious to go after the things that you want to. And that quality, I was like, wow, that's actually very nice. And so here's once upon a time, fast forward in a relationship, you know, Sandy's working at this 1 9 to 5. I'm working at this 1 9 to 5, right? And she just comes up with this experiment of saying, hey, you know, I was looking at Instagram the other day and I saw these, you know, these products and I was thinking about selling them. I'm like, go right ahead. Let me know how it goes and all that. Time progresses. And here she becomes starting, you know, selling one piece at a time. Next thing you know, it starts going out of control. And I'm like, let me help you with your numbers. Let me see what this data looks like. And to the point that, you know, one day we're having a conversation where she wants to quit her job. She's like, does it even make sense for me even being here? And I told her this. I was like, according to what these numbers look like, you know, you're producing this amount of money part-time, right? And then at your 9 to 5, although it's secure, you're not earning the
I can tell you the
same.
exact number.
You remember?
Yes, 4,700.
So when you hear something like that,
So I was making 4,700 at my job,
Uh-huh.
working 19. I was making 4,700
a month, right?
a month. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what happened, and then eventually part time with the other gig,
So
or selling
working,
products.
mind you, I was on my 9 to 5, and I was working part time in this new business, which was the waist trainers, Vixen Curves. And what ended up happening is that doing that part time, I matched my salary. So I was making $4,700 profit in sales. And it matched my salary. That I asked him, what do you think I should do? Should I just focus on this? And I didn't know anything really about business. So I didn't know what was the right call to make. You know, it was a risky play. Should I quit my job? And I said, you know what, let me take the risk. And I did it.
Right. And that was the beginning of her first business, right? And that lasted its years. It was a good journey. And here we are today with this other business that is not just a business. It's therapeutical for you more than anything too,
Yeah.
right? So those are the good things. Like when a business also, not only does it earn you money, but it also puts you at a mental space where it's like good, then it's a win-win. There's no questions about that.
Yeah, and it's rewarding because we both are present parents.
So I also want to say that my wife Sandy, she also helped me to look past the 9 to 5 as well. You know, I also had ambitions. I secretly became her competitor on the business that she was in.
That's drama.
That's drama. We'll leave that for another episode. But the point is,
it could have broken anybody up, guys.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it'll split people up.
You know what? That's a whole separate video.
Yeah, that's a whole separate video.
So if you want to know the juicy story of what went down, comment below.
Yeah. So anywho, the point is that I also left my 9 to 5 at that point. And all right, so our lights in the background is turning off because it's running out of batteries because we talk too much. I want to say thank you everyone for watching. Again, if you're interested in my channel as well, type in Resolutions with a Z, REZOLUTIONS, Resolutions Design. What I talk about is Shopify tutorials. So whenever you're ready to build your candle business on a website, follow any of those tutorials. And I also answer all the time. And then as far as Wifey and I, let us know down in the comments if you're interested in us doing a live where we get to answer questions. Rather if it's related to the business, related to website, or related to being in a relationship and managing a business, because I think that is like a beast on its own, and it's not easy.
There's pros, there's cons.
Nah, not every couple is built for that. Sometimes there's like, you know, the husband's working, but the wife has a business, or vice versa. Egos. Who's making more money than who, when the man makes less money than there's just a whole bunch of things that we could talk about. You want to say goodbye?
Yeah, so I hope you guys like this, and like he said, if you want to see more videos like this, we'll be happy to make them. As you can see, like, we don't shut up, we talk a lot. This is just us naturally, we talk a lot. But communication, right? So don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys next time.
Don't forget also to be part of that notification squad. You put that bell in, right? And then the new videos that come out, you'll be one of the first.
Oh yeah, and the Facebook group, I had the link before, so if you're looking for a support group and you want to join a community, go ahead and click on the link below, and you'll get access to our Facebook group. So, all right, guys. See you guys later. Bye.